Okay, we're back. I changed a few things. I got my 4-socket. I changed the way this is set up. So we'll be doing a lot more damage now. But we're going to go do our Ascendancy now. So, click on the plaque once you've done all 6 challenges, and you can go to the Aspirants Plaza. Thankfully, you don't have to go to Act 3 every time. You can just get the waypoint and teleport there.
Lord's labyrinth. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice doth preside. She shall weigh your mind in one hand, your heart in the other. Should she find you wanting, death shall be your sentence. Should she find you worthy, you will be given the loyalty and love of an empire.
Woo! Okay.
The Lord's labyrinth awaits you.
So you can pick.
Choose wisely, strike quickly, trust completely, and may you find the ending that you deserve.
As much as I like Izaro and his voice actor, he can be long-winded a lot. So I hope you like hearing the same stuff, but it's very long when he does it. All right, so you can pick the difficulty. It depends on what challenges you have. These you can only get for maps, and you need a trial token as well. You can pay for those. Most people do. But we're just gonna do the basic one right now.
The goddess is watching.
If your character can do it, I highly recommend always doing the labyrinth before you go kill Dominus.
In the impressionable youth of my reign, I was encouraged to believe in the precious nature of my imperial blood. The divine claret, as one fool of a courtier would repeat with tiresome regularity. Unfortunately, my divine claret refused to pour from one cup to another. Try as I might, with a lovely procession of young and ever dutiful wives, my noble seed simply would not sprout. Who then to choose as my worthy successor? With the candidates on hand either mediocre at best or maniacal at worst, I found myself in quite the quandary. That's when fortune took me by the hand and led me to a forgotten tome on a forgotten shelf in the quietest corner of San Library. A tome entitled Ancient Traditions of Asmarian Ascendancy. The rest, one might say, is history.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to find those all over the place, but how this place works. Ooh, okay, I want one of those. Okay. All right. Whew, okay, but how this place works is you go through several sets of levels and you find the Aspirants trial. I'll show you the maze as soon as I can find it. Just 1 second. Just handle this. I don't know. This needs to be weaker. What? I can't capture. Alright. How are you supposed to tell that it's enraged? I don't. Did I miss it? I don't know. But, so here's the maze, right? So, the first couple mazes are pretty easy. And I call it a maze, but basically you just have to pick the right door, and they're labeled, so.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
So you can find stuff like chests. That's how I got this extra key. There's lots of different stuff every day that you can do. And if you feel like you picked up too much stuff because you had a really good run, you can shove it in your stash. Or you can swap stuff out depending on the thing or whatever.
The Asmari were the first culture known in history to use trials of strength, wisdom, and spirit to select its chieftains. The first Lord's trial was a rough-hewn maze festooned with wild animals and brutal traps, crafted to test aspiring Asmarian leaders' body, mind, and soul. In conquering the adversities of the maze, a champion proved they were capable of bearing the crushing burden of chieftainship. The first trials were simple contraptions reflecting simple times. As the Asmarian civilization grew in number and complexity, so did the trials, from treacherous mazes to bewildering labyrinths. Alas, there are no surviving descriptions of the labyrinth that tested and proved the worth of Viruso Prima Imperialis. I imagine it was quite something to behold.
Who knows? But, yeah, nice voice actor, right?
The Emperor beckons, and the world attends.
Okay, watch out, 'cause this guy's gonna burst you really quickly. Oh. Boy.
Don't give up yet.
Oh, he missed. Okay, there's the third portal.
Don't give up yet. You are inexhaustible.
Okay, so there'll be lots of different types of traps.
This empire remains
And every
filled
single
with
time you
emperors
do
in
this,
waiting.
I guess it depends on the day. From the day, it's consistent. But if you don't actually do the traps, or you let the traps go off or whatever, it'll be in the next phase. You fight them 3 times, and each phase will add additional mechanics. Okay. So I don't know if I can find it, but there are like secret walls that you can find if you look at the map properly. So come on. Okay. Alright, there are usually a lot here, or at least I tend to find a lot here. Ooh, I'll take that. You never know when you might want the extra resistances, especially early in the league. Okay. Actually, I want those scrolls. Oh, there's a secret right here. Just gotta find the switch. That's all you gotta do. The only thing annoying about totems is you can't break pots. The secret switches usually hide either a secret mini boss which drops something, or a dark shrine, which always gives you a benefit. So let's see what we get.
Dark influences reside
Increased
in
armor,
dark
evasion, and
places.
energy shield. Actually, that's pretty good. That's like an additional 100 health and defenses as well. So sometimes you get a lot of speed. Sometimes you get an extra chest, extra test key, I should say. Other times you'll get you know, critting or area of effect, which would have been nice, but you know.
The son of Esamir met the son of San upon the road to the imperial throne. The Eternal offered his cunning, his eyes and ears bought and paid for. The Esamite offered his strength, his sword, earned in the arena. A pact was forged, with the labyrinth as witness. 2 men separated by blood, 2 men bound by hope, 2 men, and only 1 emperor.
Oh, they had to kill each other, even though you can help people in the labyrinth. Ooh. Oh, look, alright, we found the right door, and we have an extra shrine. I believe you can get a total of 2 dark shrines, and then a bunch of other chests and things. Let's split this in.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death.
You will hear that every time you walk in.
The Asmeri were consummate survivors. They had to be, having been sired in the most inhospitable range of mountains in all of Rayclast. Unfortunate, some might say. I do not. I believe it was the making of them, and of us, their descendants. So it is no wonder that they developed the Lord's trial. With survival being a moment-by-moment concern, that harried people grew to understand power quite intimately. Strong leadership is able to bridge the chasm between existence and extinction. Poor leadership might see an entire tribe vanish into that same chasm. When the Asmeri descended from their mountains to conquer the fecund lands of central Rayclast, they thrived and multiplied with utmost alacrity in those more forgiving climes. For is it not poverty that teaches us how we might excel in times of plenty.
I guess it didn't kill the third portal. The other thing about the portals you should know is that the stuff that comes out of the portal doesn't give you flask charges, so they are just an obstacle. Oh well.
An emperor is only as efficient as those he commands.
And yeah, it'll appear right here. So there we do. Don't get blindsided by the first hit. Oh.
Leadership is a life sentence. Claim your inheritance.
Okay, don't get hit by that either. It's a mistake if you do. Also, if you do make it harder for you, if you completely fulfill the challenge, you get more keys at the end, but it doesn't matter for lower levels.
Prove yourself.
I make your life as easy as possible. Should be a third one that spawns. No? Yeah, the lightning guy's right there.
Must I do everything myself?
Yes. Never actually heard him get angry like that.
You are inexhaustible.
Okay.
Determination overcomes domination. This is the one law of sovereignty.
Okay. Oh, right. Where are we? Okay, so there should be 2 more rooms at minimum. Yeah, let's go this way. Oh no, I made a mistake! If you die in the labyrinth, you gotta start over. Oh. Don't do what I just did. Not even touching. Come on. Come on. Switch, we want the lever. It's over here. Fuck. Why did it teleport me backwards? It's a joke, right? Please tell me this was the right way. I don't want a chest, I just want to get this done. That. Oh wait. Okay, yes. Okay. So we have 2 other paths, one should be the aspirant's trial, so we're in the final stretch. Not what I'm going to use right now, but that counts as a unique. No, V. Oh, damn it. Oh, it's annoying. I pressed the wrong button. Entirely my fault. Yes, I don't know how Bestiary Leagues can work out for fast career speed builds. Like, I mean, if you wanted to slow down your game, fine, but this is not the way to do it. Survey says domain path. No, it's not what we want. It's okay. The next exit should actually be nearby.
Purity will prevail.
Well, there's a switch here. I hope we don't find the gorilla, because I don't know if this character can really handle that. Okay, no, it's a dark shrine. Alright.
Dark influences reside in dark
You receive an additional use of the divine font. Ooh, well, I mean, you can only do gloves, I think. So, if you don't like the one you get, you can get a different one. These a good pair of gloves. Yeah, they're 4-link. Aspirant's trial.
An aspirant can afford to be promising. An emperor must keep those promises. The custom of the Lord's trial was upheld throughout the founding years of the Empire. Verusso's successor, Caspiro, was a low-born legionnaire, the lone survivor of a labyrinth that claimed the lives of every high-born contender, including Verusso's only son. Caspiro proved to be every bit the emperor that Verusso was. Alas, the Lord's labyrinth was corrupted by those with the vanity to consider their blood more precious than their empire. Selfish blood breeds selfish times, and the Empire paid for it with its own blood, with the Knight of 1,000 Ribbons, with that most regal of cannibals, Emperor Romira. Not anymore. I, Isaro Frecius, shall return us to justice. I shall build the greatest Lord's labyrinth in Asmerian history, and my successor shall be chosen by the goddess herself. Only when the Lord's labyrinth is drenched in selfish blood can a true leader ascend the throne.
Wait, what? Oh, alright.
The guide led the warrior down a path that wound and twisted through fields of blossoming promises, green-bladed hopes. The warrior closed his eyes, a mere moment to feel the warmth of the sun on his back, and to drink from the guide's proffered flask. Now the warrior staggers and crawls down the wounded, tortured causeway. The bitterness stings his weeping eyes, the fire roars in his belly, consuming him. The warrior will not ascend. Instead he hunts, guided by his love for Ezamir.
I don't... Alright, I don't care. Alright.
The Empire awaits
Third
you
phase
with
always has
open
traps, or
jaws.
should always have traps. I guess they're broken. Don't ask me.
Claim your inheritance.
Ooh. Yes, please give us money. Oh, fuck. Alright, I guess we'll just do this the slow way.
Finish this.
This is why you get the increased movement speed.
Are you a martyr? Find your determination. I die.
Okay, here we go.
Empire.
Whew. Okay, be careful because those skeletons can kill you and then you can be screwed over. So. Alright.
Before your emperor, you
Two keys,
are
right?
worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
Okay, so from the chest you can either get gems with levels and quality on them, currency items, rare items, and a few other things that I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's always a good idea to do it. Okay, into the gloves. Word of Spite. Enchant. Word of Thunder. Alright, I don't... Typically not the worst thing in the world to... glove enchants aren't worth it. It's the head enchants you want, and sometimes the boot enchants. No, we're not going to do that. It is quality, though. Oh, let's do this. As long as you click on the altar and pick an ascendancy, you don't have to worry about anything. So we want the Hierophant because you get additional totems. Yes, okay.
Drink deeply from God's chalice, for the faithful will never find
So
it
I
empty.
believe we can take these last. Reduce mana cost of skills. Reduce mana cost from full energy shield. Okay, so we're gonna get the totem stuff first, obviously. So I can place now 3 totems, and you get 2 points per ascendancy thing you do. So there's 4 labyrinths. That's a total of 8 points. Increased enemy kill. Ooh, 6% increased damage per enemy killed. Oh shit. Okay, well we're about to just shit on everything, boys. All right, that's the normal labyrinth done. All right.